It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burt, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. And, of course, Trae Young. A lot of what he's been doing in his first several games with his new team, just feeling things out, using that basketball instinct and learning the playbook.
And as you were mentioning, I mean, that trade has this team buzzing. And you can see it in the warm-up line, how loose and confident they look now with him on that roster.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Ayton. Back to Bay. Outside Bryant. Ayton in the corner. From past the arc. And the Suns miss again.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for. Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Now, here is Harden. OG Anunoby unable to get his last shot to go.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
Gobert the screen. And here's Young from the arc. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds. Again, Young missing.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Ayton a screen. In the corner, Bay with it. And Harden now, top of the key. Inside. Out to Edwards. That 3 off the mark. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
And again, it's the Suns missing. Releases. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Tries it from 19. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Young from outside. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Suns trail by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Harden outside. Down low. There's Bay. Suns moving the ball around. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. Good on the 3-point shot.
Nice set there, making it easy for Bryant. He had that lined up all the way.
Young taking his time here. Again, Young missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Here's Harden. Here's Kobe. And the layup falls. Kobe's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, how about the follow-up by Bryant, outworking the defense to get that second chance opportunity. No, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Now, here is Harden. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Back to Young. 3-pointer. Sinks the triple. Young's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Timberwolves.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Pass to Bryant. Harden outside. Fires for three. Over Young. Again, the miss by Harden. Young outside. There's the triple. He can't get that one to fall. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Minnesota on top, leading by just one. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns U10 team.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And to watch NBA offense when the ball is hopping, I think you'd agree, it is beautiful. The precision, the grace, the timing. How much of that, Doris, is just making the simple pass?
I think the best basketball is played when players think, what is the next right play? And so often, Kevin, that is simply moving the basketball. On the catch, you're in triple threat position. But as soon as you don't have anything, move it to the next guy. So I couldn't agree more.
Minnesota leading by 3. Pass to Connaughton. Now here is Harris. Back to Reed. Over to the wing. Here's Connaughton. Back to Reed. Tries again. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a three-point game. Now the Timberwolves with it. They host the Spurs after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Pass to Brunson. And he's good on the three ball. Brunson's got the lead up to 6 now for Minnesota.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And here's Bay. Brunson covering. Ayton in the corner. The three. That one no good. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Brunson with it. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
They set the pick. Here's Bryant. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bay.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Brunson scanning the floor. Shot from 12. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Edwards. Bryant trying to free himself up. Edwards, that's good.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
Here's Pirtle, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
The assist.
And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
The old phrase, he lives at the line. That is James Harden, folks.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Pass to Fournier. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns trail by 7.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Spiked away. And here we go. Brunson heading to the hoop. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first half. Kobe misses.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I think this guy is a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
Here's Edwards. And Pirtle pulls it down. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 12-4 run.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Some changes for Phoenix.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Out to Carter. 5 on the clock. Perkins for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now Brunson. He's got 8. The tray. Offensive rebound.
Well, that's not easy to box out like that. It's just great footwork, and that gave him just the time he needed.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Back to Anthony. From the arc. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Minnesota. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Minnesota leading by 11. Young outside. Shoots. Unable to get that one. The Suns go the other way with it. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Harden right side. For 3. Kobe. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. To the wing on the left. Young right side. For the 3. Here's Gobert. A second chance effort. And the layup is good. Gobert's got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
Edwards can't hit. And so Young will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Connects from 3-point range. Young's got 9 points.
Easy to admire Young's confidence. Knows he has the ability to drain it from way outside.
Phoenix no good that time either.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Suns trail by 16. Harden outside. There's the pick. Ayton in the corner. Edwards looking it over. Pass to Bay. Off target with his three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Young's shot is off.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make six figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the D.
Good on the second free throw. 1:58 left to play in the third. Now here's Brunson. He's got 8. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Bryant looking over the floor. Ayton in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Bryant. Shoots the 3. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 12. One-on-one here.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Pass to Bay. There's the screen. Hits Harden with the drive. And here's Kobe for 3. And again, it's the Suns missing.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
From outside the arc. Brunson, no good. Suns trail by 14. Ayton, the screen. Outside, Kobe. Kicks it out to Harden. From deep. Rebound, Minnesota.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And Pirtle pulls it down. Brunson with a clean look. Wow! Unbelievable!
Can't do it much better than that right before the clock expires.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter beautifully?
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Outside Anthony. Out to Carter. Back to Anthony. Young with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup. Young's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Minnesota. Anthony looking it over. To the inside. Here's Perkins. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here is Ayton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And showing the range there, Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Brunson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Here's Brunson. It's not going to go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. A 3 from Bryant. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Their 3rd 3-pointer in a row.
Here's Brunson. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, the hard work on the offensive glass pays off for Jakob Poeltl. Like to see that mindset from the big man. Goes back up strong as soon as he gets his hands on the basketball.
And here's Kobe from the arc. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Count that one. 10 points for Jakob Poeltl.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The 3 from Harden. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Brunson with it. Good on the triple.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score lock in on the moment and play the right way.
.151 left to play here in the 4th. Off with the layup. And here's Bryant for 3. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Now Brunson to the middle. Kobe with the steal. Right side, Edwards.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
Free throw good, Edwards. And Edwards drops them both. 1:14 left in the 4th quarter. Minnesota leading by 11.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Minnesota.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jalen Brunson.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening. And you will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Kobe. That doesn't go in either for Kobe. Now here's Connaughton. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crying.
Island woman rise, walang makakatigil. Brown, brown woman rise, alamin ang iyong ugat. They got nothing on us, nothing on us, nothing on us, nothing on us. Island woman rise, walang makakatigil. Brown, brown woman rise, alamin ang iyong ugat. They got nothing on us, nothing on us, nothing on us. Isang bagsak.
Yo, the story arc if it don't involve no matriarch. Some mothers work from the ground up, they craft an air like ATR with the butterfly sleeves. Naka-Philippine na pag nagsalita mga banat ay wag magtaka kung ako ay makatabulok na sistema. Kurakot sa pera bagsak, but we put in our heart into darkness. They putting these in the office. Or you thinking you schooling but you lost cause you best the boss while atop this. But look at my ate, she moving so cold. Can't hold a candle to her when she glow. Look at the wrist with that ilaw she hold. Panago sa ilaw, she dripping in gold.
We pulling up in a jeepney. All of my soldiers greet me. Hand me bandanas. See me for my country. I live in for my country. On the low for my country. They got evil plans in the devil's hands, but I don't pray cause I organize. They got new ways to impose strength, but I teach mine how to mobilize. We don't fight for the money, for the greedy, for the want is our freedom and the right to live on our motherland.
Island woman rise, walang makakatigil. Brown, brown woman rise, alamin ang iyong ugat. They got nothing on us, nothing on us, nothing on us, nothing on us. Island woman rise, walang makakatigil. Brown, brown woman rise, alamin ang iyong ugat. They got nothing on us, nothing on us, nothing on us. Isang bagsak, God is up in every lifetime. We don't take no except an oppressor's. If you step out of your line, I will protect what's mine. Kahit merong rosaryo, sino magliligtas sa'yo? Mulat sa dagat hanggang mundo, proclaim it was ours, the high and the low. These women are gods, you already know. Roots deeper than water that run in a village, a river. You'll be in a minute like Nevis Fernandez. Have you for my tribe, quickly regret it. Abani ko sa kamay, at isang mikropono sabay. At ang tapang ko, gaya ng inay. At halimaw nang sumasabay. Mga bara nyo lahat sablay. Mga rappers na puro bangkay. Kaya walang mag-iingay. I got that Filipino phenotype. Kayo monkey mestizo white, but give me that moreno like that Rufio Aquino type. My lolas they be speaking like those Bali songs and I beat the need no hype. Two tongues are sharper with the mic. I need no in my history like from a now read the speaking tight. They until one might just turn the see no light. Hacienda like Aquino right. Rodrigo my titles left and right when smoking mirrors fill the night.
So let it be known, if you don't already, Pinays have always been part and parcel, if not imperative and critical to the struggle. Filipinas are no strangers to wielding our own power. Of all the privileges that exist in this world, none of which you may be a benefactor of, there is at least one you bear, and that is the privilege of having been born a Filipina. Your DNA contains building blocks made from mud of over 500 years of resistance and survival, and when you are ready, sis, we'll be right here, right here, right here.
Island woman rise, walang makakatigil. Brown, brown woman rise, alamin ang iyong ugat. They got nothing on us, nothing on us, nothing on us, nothing on us. Island woman rise, walang makakatigil. Brown, brown woman rise, alamin ang iyong ugat. They got nothing on us, nothing on us, nothing on us.